Yeah. Yeah. Damn it is pretty much how you sum this shit up.
Welp.
Yep.
We're back. And it should be working now. Yeah. It's been that kind of week. And again, it's fucking
just
Tuesday.
Fucking Jesus. It has been one unremitting clusterfuck.
Oh, what a disaster. All right. It sounds normal now, right? Yes. So much better, she says. That's
All
right.
righty. There we fucking go. I'm pushing the button. I don't care who's here.
Push the button.
Hello, kid.
There you go.
Welcome to
Button.
the torture half hour.
Yeah. Fucking button.
That's right. That's right. Don't doubt me anymore, sister.
Oh, I
you
will
were
continue to doubt.
You were correct, Mom.
We do not kick shit.
Despite the
know
echo
we
in your
don't.
head. Oh no, I think mine died. What is it? Well,
What?
you're here.
Yeah,
You're literally in. He's like, this thing isn't working that I'm on right now.
I think this might be our last ever.
My car
What
exploded.
number is this? It's the final. It's a good number. This was a good one. It's not.
Yay! Tom says yay. Everybody's saying it's working. I'm here.
No one has ever looked that guilty. I will be auditioning for new co-hosts starting next week.
Oh, good.
Nobody watched me do this. I'm doing drugs to stay conscious.
That is nicotine.
Yeah.
Highly concentrated. The purest of nicotines. Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Strong nicotine?
8 milligrams.
Is that a lot?
I don't know.
How many milligrams is a normal vape hit or something?
I don't know.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
Yay! Take 2. Big screw up. Ah, boy. It's been a rough one, you guys.
par for the course.
New Year's resolution number 1. Stop fucking up the live stream.
Stop with the constant fuck ups.
Already failed New Year's resolution number 1. It was on there. Stop fucking up in live streams. And it New Year's
Was it
resolution
really?
1 failed.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
See, I'm a slovenly fat sack of shit, and I don't do New Year's resolutions. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
I
got a
want to
bunch.
start going to the gym more. I'm probably not gonna.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I have a bunch,
Yes.
and the chat's going to help you out. And
Okay.
We're going to institute some New Year's resolutions for you, and I live with you, so I'm going to be able to verify that you're pulling your weight.
A fat slovenly sack
on
of shit.
this. Yeah. And I will every week report about how you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
thing. Not even close.
51 weeks in a row of
Nope.
Duncan not doing what he's supposed to do.
Solid. Nope.
Maybe the 52nd week of the year, you'll do one of the things.
Oops. Bring it eternal.
Okay. Yeah. Don't go to jail.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I feel like I could do that one.
A typical cigarette, says Lana, contains around 10 to 12 milligrams of nicotine. How much did you say? 8?
8.
Okay. So it's slightly less than that.
I'm gonna smoke, but I usually, when I'm playing video games like a lot and drinking a lot of whiskey, I usually load up and I put like 3 in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's excessive.
It's probably, yes.
I mean, it's probably not worse than, the straight whiskey that you're drinking, but okay.
And beer. Let's not forget the beer.
Sweet. Don't commit murder. That's a good one.
I struggle with that one every year.
I know that is, I don't know if I'm making it 52 weeks.
I've made it so far, but it's been a near thing a couple times.
As far as anyone knows, I've made it so far.
As far as I will admit in a court of law, I have made it.
Because I have not yet gone to jail.
Yes.
So at least one of those has been accomplished.
Yep.
The other one, we're just not going to talk about. Give Inky more treats. Inky gets enough treats. That fat bastard.
He's a little flubby flub blub.
So yeah, my New Year's resolution with Inky is I have to give him fewer treats. He eats too much. This is not his fault, but he gets too much Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Because he loves Swiss cheese. And if I have a little midnight snack or something, I feel obligated to give him a little bit of cheese. And also, he's very sneaky and he's very good at making me think that he is starving. And he's good at making me question whether I fed him. And I always feed him. Like I get home,
That's
I feed
called
him.
gaslighting for anyone who didn't know.
Wake up, I feed him. But then I go to the kitchen to grab something and he acts starving and he's like screaming. And I'm just like, fine, dude. Did I not give you? Here's some cheese. Shut up. And now he's fat. And the vet was like, okay, give him a little less cheese. And I was like, all right.
That's fair.
Damn.
Fuck.
He's not super fat. He's but I don't want him to get super fat, and that's the issue. He's on his way. Let's see. Inky took over Nigoth's internet. I don't know what that means. Inky got us over 100 followers on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen. Black cats are like that.
All cats are like that. Okay, I do have some resolutions. So we are just, this one's a throwaway. We have no excuse for what's happening on this live stream. But
And
thank you for coming along.
We're both exhausted, so we really do appreciate it. We've earned our exhaustion, and it's only fucking Tuesday
Yeah.
for the fourth time.
Yeah. And I'm actually enjoying that we have a live stream today, because otherwise I was just going to lay there staring at the walls and being very useless and frustrated. So instead, I get to
just go to
vent.
sleep.
I know you'd be. That's more productive. You'd be doing that.
I'd be unconscious.
Number one, survive, said Llama Trauma. That is on my list of news
I
resolutions.
don't feel that that's really under our control, considering the global situation.
No, but you can do things to make it more likely, for sure.
Oh,
Like, for instance, if you drink
don't
less,
start again
there'd be
with
more
this.
chance of you not dying. I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
Hey, guy with almost no joy in his life, stop doing the one thing that brings you joy. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it won't leave me suicidal and angry.
Try to stress less about things that I can't control. That is on number one resolution on my list, other than stay alive, is try to stress less about things I can't control. And that means, for instance, tune out politics. Like I'm just not engaging.
No news, nothing. I'm not
And
watching.
news, social media for the most part. Like I'm really taking a step back from all social media to the point that I didn't know that one of my best friends had passed away, which was really in comedy. One of my best friends in comedy,
Yeah.
Kabir Singh, had passed away, which was a bummer. But I haven't been on the socials. I just stay off, and that's been actually really good for my peace of mind.
Yeah. I learned that many, many years ago. I don't pay attention to him anymore. So, yeah.
It almost says alcohol is a preservative on the bright side, so you will be preserved. It's definitely like preserved in the way that like a brain in
brine.
Brine solution or something. It's that type of preserved.
Yeah.
It's pickled.
I'm good. You love pickles. Just eat some of my brain.
I do like pickles.
Yeah.
Duncan's being slowly pickled and preserved. So number one for me is just tune out of like the real world.
Yeah.
I'm playing a lot more video games. I'm like,
I don't know if you've noticed, he's slowly admitting he's turning into me. He's going to
God.
gain about 60 pounds and stop giving a fuck about anything.
Yeah, not care about losing the six-pack this year.
No.
This is the year the six-pack is down. I think by the end of the year, six-pack's down to a four-pack. Usually I get it back up, but this year I'm going down to a two. Maybe by the end of the year,
just a single.
Maybe I'll have a keg.
Just
as
a
they
pack.
say.
Yeah.
Me with a freaking beer belly is the worst though. You can pull off a beer belly.
You would look like you needed a sandwich. Like you look a little Ethiopian. It would not be good.
It is not good. I just look like I look pregnant. I just have like I would just have a swollen belly and then be skinny
You
everywhere.
look like a snake that swallowed a basketball. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, because I can't gain weight anywhere else. Like my legs are never going to get thick or something, so I'm just going to have a big belly. It's not good.
Yeah.
One of my resolutions, says Nigoth, is to write down at least one positive thing that happened to me daily and put it in a mason jar to look over at the end of the year. That's a really smart thing to do. One of the
if you have positive things that happen to you.
Otherwise,
if you're me, you're like, week sucked again.
If you
Kill
end up
yourself.
at the end of the year with an empty mason jar, then you commit suicide, and it just was not great. It was not. It backfired spectacularly. But that is actually a really good strategy with CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, not cock and ball torture, but cognitive behavioral therapy.
That's what you're into.
Every time I hear CBT, my brain goes somewhere else. It's just like at work when we have like a point of sale system, and they're like, "How's your POS system?" And it's just I'm like,
piece of shit.
I'm like, that's accurate. That's exactly what it is.
It's spot on.
CBT is the same, but cognitive behavioral therapy, they tell you like, remind yourself, make sure to stop, and it's kind of a stop and smell the roses situation. It's like, make sure that you're making note of the good things so that you're not always every time you're focused on the bad things and fixated, you can look at this physical reminder that there were good things in your life and things were going well. Because I have great things. I'm very blessed in a lot of ways, and it's easy to focus on the negative. I know this is very cliched, but it's actually a really good idea. Duncan is just no comment. This is not gonna go well. Duncan's like, basically, I'm probably gonna kill myself by the end of the year. And I'm not gonna make it to the time that I can.
No. On my drive home, I saw that it was a beautiful sunset. Like, I can still spot the nice, cool things that are ephemeral and nice about life.
Mhm.
It's just, I don't want to log it. It's more effort than I've got right now. I don't fucking care. It's like, yeah, that's pretty. I'll forget that in about 10 minutes. It's good.
I actually have play more video games on my list. Which
Nice,
is just something that
nice.
most people don't put on there. It's usually play fewer video games.
No, I'm gonna play more video games because
you can't physically play more video games.
I disagree, sir. I am going to take 2 weeks off in February, and I don't have money to travel, so I am going to sit in my room and drink too much alcohol and play video games. You're all welcome to join me. I'm going to get a new GPU. It's going to be super awesome.
Wow. I have eat less meat. I'm gonna try to eat less meat. I went fully vegetarian.
Just the bulls?
Well, it wasn't vegetarian actually, because I guess pescatarian, because I was still eating fish. I was still eating eggs, but I don't consider those. They're not meat. They're not meat yet.
You're like, I don't consider it opium. It's it's a derivative.
That's pre-meat. Okay,
pre-meat. Got it.
It's
a pre-meat. That's
meat.
True.
Oh.
You caught it in one.
I was eating eggs and fish and shellfish. Fish aren't real. Yeah, trying to stay away from red meat, says Llama. That's a good strategy there too, because I almost never eat red meat. I eat a lot of chicken and fish.
I'm not sure a bunch of us would join your stream. Hey, why not? What'd I do?
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
That was rough. I would sub to Duncan if he streamed on Twitch. There you go. See?
All right. I'm a new stream of income. Twitch.
Take some time off work. That's also my thing. And
I got to do that.
Along with that, even with the podcast, maybe take a couple weeks where we just do a couple live streams in a row and we don't do a regular episode. I know people get frustrated at us for that, but
words are hard.
This is what happens
when you don't take a break.
If you don't take a break, you can't even form thoughts, and that's where we're at. So maybe I need to take a little more time this year for ourselves. And it doesn't obviously take a lot of brain power for us to do the live streams. You probably wish that we
put a bit more brain
power to devote to them, but we don't. And so we can continue to do live streams and maybe just have a week or a 2 week stretch where we skip a regular episode. Or you know what I'm putting on here? Host swaps. More host swaps this year.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
You're like, you needed more to be frustrated about. Clearly, look at you.
You need more to do. I
the
think.
bags under your eyes and the rash you're getting at the corner of your eye from crying in the middle of the night.
I think it's directing your energies into a positive direction, I guess. Brain power. What's that? Amen. Hi, Georgia. So yeah, now on my list I have host swaps. We'll do some good host swaps.
He's trying to kill me. You saw it here first. I did nothing to this man. Nothing. What does he do?
That's the problem. Just stop with I did nothing.
I do nothing.
That is the operative phrase for you in this podcast. That
you
is why
chose this format,
and
sir.
That is why
I didn't choose it.
Irrelevant.
You chose it.
Stop changing this. The point is that
I don't like it now.
You need to do some host swaps. We can find a good. What is a good topic, you guys? What is a good topic for Duncan to do a host swap about? It'd be like the history of drinking video games.
Drinking video games.
You need some drinking video games.
I do. That would totally not end in my death. I'm gonna play Dark Souls, and every time I die, I have to drink.
I'm so tired. Oh, Tomo, that's a good idea. We haven't gone on a cruise in a long time. It would be fun to go on a cruise. We should drag Duncan onto a cruise.
Sure,
you'd have a good time.
I mean, I'd definitely be drunk.
That's the thing, is like you can literally just drink by the pool. You'd be drinking by a pool instead of in your room.
I'll be that furry fat ass sitting on that thing.
Yeah, moving you next to water, next to somewhere where you could potentially drown.
Drown.
I don't know,
Maybe
it's-
not the best plan. I don't know.
Also, you can fall off that fucking cruise too.
Yeah, I would have to work at that. I had better sea legs than you. Come on now.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you used to drink while you were on the boat, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like a fish.
Because it's interesting because the drinking, like I feel like I am on a boat when I'm really drunk anyway.
Right.
But then when I'm on the boat, I'm like, oh, this feels pretty natural because everything's already kind of swaying. So now I just go with it. But yeah, Duncan, or Tomo, that would actually be fun. We should do a cruise. Maybe we could get Niga says Miffy vacation. Maybe we could do a cruise and invite as many of you as want to meet up in LA. It goes out of
You are struggling, sir. Your brain is
that was a totally functional sentence.
I mean, it had some stops and starts in it.
It was a little
Your hamster got the hiccups, bro. Like, okay.
I got where I was going
It's fair.
eventually.
It's fair.
It's all about the journey. I'm just enjoying the journey to the destination of my statement.
Chaotic and seeing Shane annoyed is hilarious. Yes, this is gonna be one of those. This will be one of those streams where
Tomo said Long Beach to Ensenada weekend cruise. That is the one we used to do. Tomo and me and Julian and like Logan, and we would go on this cruise. It's only a few days, like a booze cruise, and it's pretty fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How much does it cost?
Oh, they're really cheap. That's the thing, is they're very affordable. They're like a few $100.
Maybe we can get kidnapped in Mexico.
We could get beheaded. That's why. So here's what's funny. It's not funny at all. I don't know why I even said that. It's a terrible thing to say. It's not humorous in the slightest. Just want to preface what I'm about to say.
I want to
do not
re-preface.
find it
what I
funny.
say.
They used to go to Ensenada, and then there was like Mazatlan, and then they would do I don't know, some other places. They don't do Mazatlan anymore,
Right.
because someone got beheaded.
Oopsie.
Yeah, because they didn't. You know what? Here's a lesson for you.
Mhm.
Pay the
Pay the fucking ransom.
pay the ransom, and
your
then otherwise
head stays on your shoulder.
exactly. That's the
What's
problem.
hard to get about this?
People were not cooperating, and that's what happened. Just cooperate.
Just go over it.
Okay. How much have you guys had to drink tonight? Yeah, this is not a
None.
drinking one. This
No,
is literally
none's-
we're both dead sober, except that I
We're
can't see straight.
Dead on our feet because
I am
I've
so
been
tired.
up since 6 a.m. and just handling clusterfuck after clusterfuck at work. And we had to kick out a new product that we're doing where we're basically doing monthly subscription stuff where we take care of your house all over the year for $89 or $59 or $69. And like fucking with their tears. And me and Zach, the other desk monkey I work with, had to.
What are you? Why are
Because
you?
You did Simon Baba. Simon
Let me talk
Nembaba.
about Zach at work.
Papa.
What did you have any other? Did you have any at all? You did not make a list. Have any in the
No.
back of your head.
I mean, I should go work out more. I should try to drink less. I should probably try and find somebody who wants to have sex with me. But like, that's all a lot of effort, bro.
That's a lot.
I don't know about
I was
that.
going to help you with your dating profile.
Yes,
so
you
we'll
were.
put that on the list.
Yeah,
We'll help Duncan with his dating profile.
Yeah.
And we had some other help actually potentially jump in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one. I was going to spend more time in the Discord community because last year, I just feel like I've had so much. I don't know. I feel like my time is fragmented, but I should spend more time in the Discord because it's nice to sort of chat with the Insomniacs and get some feedback. And so that's a resolution for the new year is I'm going to spend more time in Discord.
Ooh, here's a New Year's resolution that I can actually get behind that I should do. I'm going to start drinking less, if at all, when I play D&D on Saturdays because I've been playing regular D&D games on Saturdays, and I started doing it because I wanted to do something where I wasn't drinking, but I got very intoxicated last time, and I don't want to make an ass of myself and lose my good friends. So I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, in general, I also learned my lesson when it came to drinking this year 2 times in 2024. Only 2 times I would say I drank excessively. It was the 2 times I drank hard alcohol, which I have learned is a terrible idea. And one time I was at my friend Bryce's house and he got me to drink absinthe and I
God.
vomited all over his his room. And so that was pretty awkward. And then one other time I drank and just became kind of a dick, kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
And so that is another New Year's resolution is remember the lessons of 2024 and the lessons of college. Do not drink hard alcohol for me.
Nope.
And just stick to beer and wine. I always have a good time. Beer and wine, you have a good time. Just remind me of that. What do they call it? Mnemonic device. Correct.
Mnemonic device.
Mnemonic device.
Yes.
Yay, Duncan has a D&D squad.
Yeah.
For now, unless they booted him.
No, they didn't boot me. They find it generally at least humorous because I am still funny, but I do get fixated on some shit, and that's less fun. Because I act the character, and so when you are acting like an asshole and you're drunk, you act more of the asshole.
Bedroom LARPing?
Yeah.
Do you have like a big fake sword in there that I don't know about?
No, because there's no room to swing a big fake sword in there. I would just break all the shit I own. No, I just do
use
vocal acting. Sir.
You could use a flashlight.
I could use a 1980s lightsaber. That's true.
I love this vision in my head that you're leaping around your room with a flashlight, just like the Star Wars kid in that great meme. That's how I'm picturing you, knocking whiskey bottles over left and right. This is totally happening in there. Every once in a while, I hear something thud, and I'm like, yes, he's probably LARPing.
He's probably LARPing.
I just wrote, I don't know what I wrote that for. I wrote help.
What the fuck?
There's something in the back of my brain. It's like, get me out of here.
What the fuck?
I hope that was not correct. I don't know why.
Oh God.
Why did I subconsciously cry for help? Let's see. My D&D group has been on hiatus for the holidays, says Nathan. Okay. I knew that was going to come up. Tomo, something redacted. Jesus Christ, guys. Why do we still know why that happens?
But I just saw it get redacted. Like somebody
wrote before.
Well, for a second, and then it was like redacted. I was like,
but what was the second?
Dude, I'm
so
reading.
Okay.
Reading it like 9 miles away.
It. Okay. I removed it. So so after they hit enter, I guess they can go back and delete it, and then it redacts it.
Huh. Okay.
So when they do that, they said something sketchy.
Oh,
they don't want us to know about.
Said.
Very, very sneaky. What are your other? So come on, everybody. What are your resolutions? I think I ran out, except that my resolution apparently is help. Maybe I meant that I want to help in the new year.
Maybe you should help me find a nice lady.
That was it. That's why I wrote help. It was going to be help Duncan with his dating profile. And then I just wrote left it out. Help.
Way to make it all about you.
This reminds me because I also have to find we have to take good photos. So we had to do this one other year where we have to take good photos for your dating profile. And one year we took very funny photos where I got you to do like all kinds of ridiculous things in a towel, as I recall.
Yes.
I took pictures of Duncan wearing a towel because I convinced him like, this is a great idea. The ladies are going to love it.
I was thinner at this point.
Oh yeah.
Not by much, but I was thinner.
You looked good, but I put you in some very silly poses and then I took them from very bad angles.
Yes.
On purpose. And then what we did was we printed a bunch of these
friends.
And then what we did was we all went on a cruise and I printed a bunch of these pictures out and then we put them on our cruise
wall.
Yeah, on the wall of the cruise. So it was just Duncan in a towel looking ridiculous. And we devoted the cruise to Duncan, to Saint Duncan, who was on the wall. And we toasted you many times with the fake mouthwash because you put the alcohol in the mouthwash and then so it was like green liquor. And it was a good time. You were there in spirit. Ridiculous looking spirit. That made me happy to remember that. James. Hey, James. They haven't made it very far since. That's funny because we've gone through all my freaking resolutions. So
what you got?
I don't know what else. We've made it all the way as far as I can tell, except for help, which is still undefined. I might have had one more. what did I have? Reprioritize life. I don't even know what that means.
What
but
the
I
fuck?
wrote that in there.
Reprioritize. You were like, I've been prioritizing death usually, but I need to reprioritize life. I feel.
I think that just means change everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Make all different decisions. Remember,
Suck less.
look at just. I need to look back at 2024,
Mm.
make catalog every decision I made,
And say nope.
and go the opposite direction in 2025. I think that's the biggest plan.
Okay, that's the play. Got it.
Let's see. James says go to the casino less. Yeah, James.
Yeah,
Ooh,
brother.
for sure. We support you on that. I do not have the gambling bug, man.
I work way too fucking hard for my money. There's no way I'm giving that shit away to a bajillion-dollar industry. I helped guard those fuckers for a year and a half. Nope.
The problem is that sometimes you give it away and sometimes like you just put it down and you make a bunch more. And it's like, it's
Yeah,
so
that's when you fucking leave.
I know that's how I am. Like, it's not seductive for me. Some people are
No.
like, oh God, I got more. Now I got to keep doing this. And I'm like, holy fuck, I just doubled my money in 2 seconds. I'm taking it and running.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to come back. I'm like,
Nope.
I'm up.
Yeah.
I beat the casino. Why the fuck would I go back and let them take this money back?
New.
I'm not risking it anymore.
New, sir.
And I won like 15 years ago or something. I won a bunch of money at a casino, a bunch being like a couple $100. And then I was
That's
like,
still a bunch of money.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I've done. I have beat Vegas.
Yep.
It's-
I win.
Shane won, Vegas 0, and the game's over.
And suck it.
And then I gave it all to strippers or whatever. And so I still
Lost to
I
Vegas.
still lost to Vegas. Vegas. The house always wins.
God damn it. Especially when the house is a stripper named House.
Cash only. Leave the cards at home. So James, it's funny because one time I was at a casino with my friend Matt. I'm just gonna throw Matt Lawton under the bus because
Poor
he's not
Lawton.
listening.
Yeah.
And he had the worst gambling addiction. And one time we had woken up and he had lost all the money that he'd earmarked for that. And then he had this thing where like, after I've lost this much money, I can't gamble anymore. So we were headed to the breakfast buffet. He handed me his wallet and was like, don't let me gamble on the way to the buffet. And I'm kind of laughing like, okay. I like put it in my pocket. We're walking through. He sees craps happening and people are like cheering and getting excited. And he like veers over there. And I was like, Matt, come on, man.
You're
Breakfast.
drifting.
And he's like, no, I'm good. Just hold on. And he goes over there. And then he was like, after like 2 minutes, he's like, hey, give me my wallet. And I was just like, no, man.
Bruh.
I promised. And he's like, I've never seen him. He's the nicest guy in the world. And he's a big dude. And I've never seen him get mad. And he was like, give me my fucking wallet. And I was just like, no. And I like booked it. And then he like came after me. And then I booked it. I'm faster. And I booked it to the buffet. And then safe. We got to the buffet. We both sat down. He's all pissed off. And after like 5 minutes, he like chilled out and was like, looked at me and was like, wow, thanks, man. And I was like, yeah, you're welcome. You got a problem, bro.
Yeah,
And
bro.
he's like, I know. Just hold my wallet for now. And like, it was bad. Crazy bad sign. Let's see. You can't catch me. That's right. He's a very big dude, but he's not as fast.
What are you guys saying? I can't read it from where I am.
Georgia said it's definitely easier to just ignore my health issues until they are a massive issue. That is easier / not easier once you're then are dealing with the health issue.
Yeah.
I am that way too, though. I'm just like, I'm going to put this off and see if it turns into something major or just goes away. I have a spot on my face right now that I've shown you.
I know.
Is not going away.
Okay, good. You should keep picking at it.
Definitely
is
cancer.
going to help it,
It might be face cancer.
which is a thing.
But I don't want to know. Duncan's resolution is to get an iPad so he can read the chat. I am not spending another however much on an iPad. You can share mine, but we can't really see it both together.
Yeah,
I know. Duncan's always like squinting over that way. Why will they not make that pop outable and then big? They won't let you do that on them. Yeah.
Because they're like, if you have the time to be doing a fucking stream, you can buy your damn self an iPad.
Yeah.
They're not wrong.
Get myself checked out. Yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. Go figure out why there's a spot on my cheek. Yeah. I mean, it probably is some type of like skin cancer. They'll probably just have to like remove it. And hopefully I'm not dying. Yeah.
You could just have a slight rash that needs like triamcinolone.
For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
No. 3
Okay.
weeks? Maybe it's like a month. My grandpa died from a spot on his ear. Great, thank you. This is oh god.
Did you really just tell the OCD guy that? Really? Are you here to help? Really?
Jesus Christ. All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna die.
Thank you.
It's so much for number one New Year's resolution, survive. Already looks like I'm failing that one. And I guess the rest of these don't matter.
Jesus. That turned a corner real quick.
It did. I think that was it on my list. So we're gonna wing it with resolutions. Come on, guys. What are your resolutions? Everybody's just telling me to go to the doctor. Jesus Christ. Fuck you all. I don't need this. I will go to the doctor, but I don't need anxiety right now. Let's see. Other things.
Someone go to Italy? I want to fucking go to Italy.
Mine are not relevant to anyone else, says June.
Oh, someone go get Inky. Oh, I thought you said go to Italy. I can't. It's too far to read. It's too far to read.
Go to Italy with Inky.
I want to go to Italy. Not with Inky. Are you out of your fucking gourd? He would just claw that plane out of the sky.
Is there Swiss cheese in Italy? No.
No, but there is Parmesan.
Go to Switzerland with Inky.
Oh.
He can get Swiss cheese from the source.
He can get
the real stuff. That's like straight to the vein. That's the good shit.
I love the pantomime was really necessary. Thank you. It's straight to the vein.
I love the idea that there's like the pure Swiss cheese.
Yeah, oh yeah.
is in Switzerland.
Oh,
I
Lord.
wonder if Swiss cheese is different in Switzerland. Is it like, do they have a different type of Swiss cheese there?
I don't know. I'm
'Cause
not into Swiss cheese.
It was
so.
interesting how when we went to Thailand, when I went to Thailand with Tomo,
Uh-huh.
the Thai food was different. I would say it was better in Thailand.
Uh-huh.
When I went to Hong
it was
Kong
thermonuclear.
and Taiwan,
Uh-huh.
I would say the Chinese food, very different than American Chinese food, obviously. When we went to Japan, I didn't feel like it was that different. Like,
No.
I thought it was going to be better sushi or something like sushi, but to the next level. And I was like, that's pretty good. But we have pretty good sushi in America, it turns out. Everything is kind of the same.
Japanese do better.
So I don't know if the Swiss cheese, if I go all the way to Switzerland and have a piece of Swiss cheese and be like, this is what, it's got the exact same number of holes and everything. This is not, it's not an improvement.
I was expecting more holes. I wanted this to be a ring
Or
of cheese.
Maybe
That was
less holes because then you get more cheese.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
here they're
Maybe.
skimping on the cheese with all these holes. That is the American innovation to give you
Skimping on
less cheese.
That robs you cheese.
That robs you cheese. We did have fairly cheap sushi, Tomo says. Kind of. I mean, well, the first time we had kind of like touristy sushi, sort of. But at some point we had like what should have been pretty good sushi.
Yeah.
It was one of those small places.
Yeah.
It was good. You know what was better was the okonomiyaki. That was bumping. You didn't like it because you had too much shrimp or something.
It was too much fish flakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're a Philistine. You don't know what good okonomiyaki is. So
You are correct, sir.
the cheese conspiracy born here on Miffy, folks. So Tomo, do you think, why did you take us to bad sushi then? We followed you, you asshole. I will say the other thing I didn't enjoy.
Tomo, tour guide extraordinaire. He's like, I don't fucking know. We'll go this way.
I will say the other thing that I was disappointed in with Japan was the Wagyu, because Wagyu to me is just fat.
It
It's
is
just a
very
sliver of fat.
fatty meat.
Ugh. I like it.
Mm.
Who's saying no talking to exes?
I mean,
Ex-wives is fine.
I'm
most of-
talking to Midnight Wifeness. We talk on the. I will show you a picture. She sent me of the floof. She's very nice, and she
Aw.
sent me a picture of her in her original Miffy sweater, the one I got her way back when.
Put the picture of the floof in Discord.
Yeah.
And the sweater picture too. I talk to Jody pretty regularly. That's fine.
Yeah.
Other exes, not so much.
No.
Oh, Negoth messaged me with like how bad it sounds.
Hmm.
Before. Okay, I get it. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Nikath. Appreciate it.
She was letting us know, no, trust me, it's bad.
Mm.
Which turns out Llama was correct.
Correct.
Everyone else lied to us.
Or just, has bad hearing, whatever.
Kiddo is talking to us. So June's child is making noises, I guess.
No, that's cool. Hello, small child.
Everyone's just saying hi to June's kiddo and have yet to stock the first thing. LOL. Great. Nathan, I support you not doing your work.
Dude, entire movies have been made about lazy workers. Like, just clerk it out, dude. Fully clerks.
I work hard, but I have this thing where what I like to do, because I come in, I don't go in early morning. I'm not a morning person. I'll get there at like 11 a.m. I usually do about half an hour of work and then I go have lunch. So I do like half an hour of work, then I have lunch, and then I work solid for the rest of my shift. But it is funny that like I've been there a solid half hour before I'm like, "Oop, quitting time, time to go eat. And that's my lunch. And because I don't eat breakfast.
Mhm.
So that's like brunch, basically.
Mhm.
It's a specific way of working. But it is
It
kind of
is
funny.
very specific way of working. It's
People-
mostly called not.
People see me in the lunchroom and be like, didn't you just get here? I'm like, yeah, but I'm going to be here a long time.
Yeah.
So, fueling up. I do
I work all day.
a week's worth of work in one day, says Llama. Then I think that your week work is
very thin on the ground.
yeah. Probably you just don't have all that much work in a week, apparently, if you can get it done. Unless you're doing 24 hours of work, which would still not be enough. That's still only 24 hours of work in a week. The maximum amount of work you can do.
Maximum amount of week you can do in work.
The maximum amount of work you can do in a week is 24 hours worth of work. So if that's your entire week, you have a very short week.
Thought it was 40 hours.
Yes, 40 hours is a standard week. If she gets all that done in 24 hours, then she's only working a 24-hour week.
Oh, see, math. I don't do it.
My brain is off, but
Mhm.
not quite that off. I saw an Inky Tail, says Llama.
Yeah, he's been patrolling.
He's
Yeah.
back over having a second go at his dinner.
Yes. Yes. He's a snacker.
He's a grazer now, which I like. They didn't have any of the freight pulled out to the floor, so we did that. And I was also separating the stuff that was on my pallets. Thanks for the specifics. You and Duncan should get together and tell us all about the the absolute minutia of your day. Duncan was telling us all about Frank or whatever the fuck. Craig. What's his name?
You're not even on the right side of the alphabet, bro. His name was
That's
Zach.
how much I care.
See, even Llama knew.
No, Llama, wow.
Llama cares about me.
What were the resolutions? Yeah, we gave up on that because we had a bunch. Eat less red meat, stay alive, tune out politics, tune out social media, reprioritize life, whatever that means. Help. That was
Help.
a good one.
Yeah.
Spend more time in the Discord community. That one could apply to both of us.
Yeah.
Take some time off work, play more video games, which I do not think Duncan should make a resolution.
Oh, yeah. And no jail.
And don't go to jail.
Right. And no murder.
Which I have managed to do solidly for a while. Unless does the drunk tank count? Because
yes, it counts.
then in college,
Not
I
as much.
failed that.
Yes.
I ended up in the drunk tank once or twice, maybe twice.
I don't think I've been back to jail since I got arrested on that bench warrant, which was 6-7 years ago.
For DUI?
No. This was when that guy ran me and my ex-girlfriend off the road on 17, and then he just sped off, like he got off on the next exit, and we're like, sweet, I didn't want to pull over and like confront the guy who fucking ran us off the road either. And we thought it was a no harm, no foul situation because he knew what he'd done wrong, but he pulled over and promptly called the cops and was like, this guy hit me.
So they blamed you for a hit and run after he hit
Hit
and
me.
ran?
Yep. And
Wow.
then I had to pay for his truck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Yay, American justice system. More time in the Discord community. Yes.
Yes.
Story time? Question mark. He got away with it, says
Mhm.
Llama.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
There's a great, if you are a
That's why I'm not a
fan
gun owner.
of what's his name? The guy who does My Girlfriend's Boyfriend. He's a comedian. He's a
Oh,
funny last name. Birbiglia.
Mhm.
He has a whole story. I believe it's in My Girlfriend's Boyfriend. I think like the second half or the last quarter of that
Mhm.
is the story about him dealing with getting T-boned by a driver who
Mhm.
was drunk.
Mhm.
And then because the cop who took the story had put the wrong person behind the wrong wheel, he was the one who was put in as being at fault. And every time he would contact the cop was just like, it says in here that it's your fault. And he like went crazy for a long time just trying to fight this, and eventually realized like he couldn't win and just gave up and just literally paid for the drunk guy's car.
Bro.
Wild. I know, that's the thing. It doesn't matter if you have a witness. Depends on what the cop decides.
Yeah.
This happened to me. I was going over Highway 17. I turned a corner. It was raining. There was a pileup of cars. There were about 7 cars. I was able to stop right before hitting the car in front of me. Car behind me could not stop, hit me, knocked me into the car in front of me, and then claimed that I had already been hit, that I had already hit the cars in front of me. And that meant that I was at fault somehow. Because if you hit someone on their back bumper, so that person was at fault and I was at fault instead of me actually being able to stop. I had actually come to a stop. So
yeah, and this is why I have a camera in my car.
that would have been great.
Yeah.
For it, I understand now. I understand why people do that. I got arrested for speeding, Nigoth. We're gonna need that.
How the fucking fast are you going? Jesus.
God,
Getting
damn.
arrested is felony is 30 miles an hour over the speed limit. That's a felony.
Is it?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like that high over the speed limit. A lot of people go like 50 and a third and a 25, 55 and a 25.
That's a felony.
Really?
Yeah.
She is not explaining.
She's radio silent.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
She said I was clock going 32 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, that's not even that. I mean, I guess if it depends on the speed limit and it depends on where you are.
Yeah, and it's technically, I think it's classified as reckless endangerment or whatever. Felony reckless endangerment. I can't remember yet.
We got it. Now he's getting feisty.
Yep.
Inky's getting feisty. I had a buddy who got pulled over going like 50 over in a 35, I think. He was going 85 in a 35.
Holy fuck.
He did this in a 90s model Ford Ranger.
So he was all manner of stupid, okay?
So I hope he got arrested because that's crazy. Yeah, if it's in a school zone, you're screwed too. Although even if it's like at night, shouldn't be any kids out here.
No.
I wasn't even in my Charger. I was on a highway. The speed limit was 50.
Ooh.
So you were going 85 and a 50. That's not that bad because like it's 55 on some freeways, but like in the middle of the night, going 85 on a freeway is not all that out of the norm.
Fair.
No, I don't know. No, cops made him call his mom and come pick up his truck or else he was going to jail. Where the hell are these cops who are just like,
chill?
Yeah, I will call your parents. I got let off from speeding in a school zone because my dad was in the Coast Guard. God damn it. I mean, good for you, Llama.
I mean, that's awesome.
But
good
also,
for you.
fuck nepotism. And that shit happens all the time and it pisses me off.
You're just mad because your mom was a nurse. They're like, we ain't gonna let you off. I don't care.
My mom was a nurse?
Wasn't she a nurse? I thought she was a nurse when we were in high school. I was in high school.
What?
I thought she was a nurse.
No, my mom worked for the American Academy of Ophthalmology as an she did outreach.
Oh.
No medical training whatsoever.
Okay.
It's all about who you know. It says 100% the Joker.
And I know Crackle.
No joke, Joker. Gotta buy stickers. Yeah. You mean like the pro police stickers? That's always smart. I thought getting a Prius was going to help me because I'm like, they're going to think first off, my car is kind of slow. So how fast can I really go over the speed limit? Turns out it has a power mode and it's very convenient to hit that every now and then.
Yes.
And then I think some cops just don't like Priuses.
Yeah. And then there's the whole thing where he almost runs into other vehicles because he's so busy looking for the song he wants in the middle of his console that he sort of slowly swerves into other lanes. And, oh, shit.
It's never happened. It is not in the history of
gaslighting
either of our lives. Never happened.
That happened recently on the way to your mom's house,
and
bro.
Inky has not had dinner.
No, these things are all true.
Where does he learn it?
I don't know.
Oh, right outside of Terre Haute, empty stretch of road. Cops literally told me they were having trouble with people speeding and they needed to make an example. What did they? So did they do it?
Small brown girl?
Did
this sounds sus as fuck.
Did they spend an hour arresting you so that everyone
saw you go?
How would that be an example?
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Boy, everybody's got stories. Did they film it or something? Yeah, that's the question. How would it be an example? Gonna have to swap your Prius.
we fucking look it up, and there's a YouTube cut of Nigoth being arrested on cops. I was fucking. Oh, you forgot to tell us you were high as fuck.
I mean, they do something. They'll do the thing where they like put it on their Facebook or whatever. They'll
Right.
be like, "This scofflaw got caught. Thought they were gonna get away with it and got caught." What is he doing? Inky's being sketchy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
This is when you know it's almost. Oh fuck. That's classic. We did not hit record again.
Okay.
Yep. New Year's resolution.
Suck less.
Look at every decision made this year. Okay. I guess we have the audio. I don't know if we're putting the audio out for this one.
We didn't record it on there either.
This never happened,
This
you guys.
didn't happen.
No, it is. It's a live stream, which means it automatically.
Oh,
records.
okay.
If you're going live, it will record it.
That's really funny. I fucking we fixed one problem and created another. I do love when we're this tired because it's just so cluster. There's no good in this happening. Yep. Oh, Jeebus Creebus.
Maybe a checklist for these. I have one actually.
Yeah,
I made a
yeah.
checklist. But
You can tell we read it before
Mhm.
every one of these.
everybody's telling their cop stories at this point. Boy. Yep. 3 skulls.
Very dead.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it like 7 where y'all are at? It is 8 o'clock.
Sir.
Give us a little bit of credit. It is-
Grandpa and Grandpa are tired, okay? Grandpa Miffy's just had a long day. Grandpa Miffy 1 has been up since 6. Grandpa Miffy 2 has been up since noon.
It's also crazy.
Very tired.
crazy windy out there.
Yeah, it is.
That's bonkers.
Which makes me tired. I don't know.
That's why. Well, I'm blaming that.
Ah.
Of course, we would have trouble with this because
wind.
we were in a hurricane situation. They're scared for my life.
I can tell.
Look at the trees are moving
Yeah,
slightly. They're swaying.
trees sway. What they do.
I've been up since 6 and it's 11 here, says the Joker. You guys got it.
All right.
Flex.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Not
Been on
the
my
moving
job
trees.
85 hours a goddamn day, son. You don't wear Carhartt. You soft.
I actually haven't even been up all that long. I'm just exhausted.
No.
I had a very eventful. Yeah, I had 4 days off. You know what happens? It's that thing where, like, say you haven't slept in a long time.
I love that you said that. It's like, I had 4 days off, sir.
The thing is, I should be okay, but it's like that situation where you're extremely tired. You have a big
Yeah.
sleep debt,
Mm.
and then you get like 13 hours of sleep, and you wake up, and because you've been running on fumes for so long, and you've just been like on adrenaline, you haven't really felt it. And then you get 13 hours of sleep, and you should wake up refreshed, and instead you're dead.
Yeah.
And it's because it all hits you at once. And I had 4 days off, and then going back to work, it just all hit me at once. I was like, no, I am hurting. I didn't sleep that much in my 4 days. Okay, we just get an okay boomer from Llama.
Yeah. Well, she's all heart. Yeah.
I feel the love from from the Miffy
I
chat.
feel it right here. Right in my big red tuchus.
Joker says I still have school.
Okay. Well, you're also 12-teen then. You don't fucking matter.
I remember being so exhausted in school. I think I remember waking up at a pretty reasonable hour, but it was just, when you're younger, you need more sleep because you're still growing.
But you can also just forget to sleep and still function. I used to do that shit all the time in high school. I would just be like, fuck it.
No, I'd use drugs for that. Man, it's getting pretty crazy out there.
You're still just on that
I'm
wind
just
tip. I'm frightened of
noticing.
wind.
Now that I'm noticing how much they're moving, it did say high winds today.
Yeah, which means we're gonna have another clusterfuck of a day for we electricians because branches fall in high wind.
There was, for any of you who don't know, we had a small, was it a
Tornado.
hurricane?
It was a tornado.
Tornado nearby.
Say tornado.
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 Nuclear.
Nuclear.
Accurate AF. Amen. Nader.
Nighter.
This damn snowstorm is during my days off, says Nathan. Okay, Nathan one-upping us. That's true. We don't get snowstorms here.
I mean, we do at the summit.
Kinda.
Kinda.
We have had them.
Yes.
I got caught in one once.
Yeah.
Yeah, tornado warning. That was a new one. Yay, climate change. No one is giving us any ideas for.
Dude, we've been talking for almost an hour and we've said all of our ideas and not recorded any of them. I don't think this matters.
I'm so glad we didn't record this. For all of you who are here to witness it, you get this is like a snowflake that is melting in the sun. Just enjoy it while you can because it will be gone forever. And also, it was a crazy thing to have happen, and it wasn't all that great to begin with, like a snowflake in the sun.
You gave your list. Did we give our list? I mean, we gave
I
a
did.
list.
Yeah. Well, none of you helped. Not at all. There was not a single.
I mean, she said jail and murder.
She said staying alive and jail and murder. Staying alive. Lana, yes, you're welcome. Or thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I feel like we can get away with anything now.
Yeah.
Now that we know this isn't being recorded,
Oh no.
we're off the record.
No. I've already pulled up my shirt and shown my belly and pretended I was fat and drunk on a
No one
cruise
can
ship.
prove it.
No, they
No
can't.
one can prove it.
No.
We did. You just weren't reading. Okay,
Mhm.
that's fair. Gonna hit record on my computer real quick. So
I mean, I'm gonna delete all the files, is what I'm sure she meant to say.
Joker says, "I missed that." Yes, you missed the
Yes, big white belly of monkey.
very white. You're
Yes.
pale as a motherfucker.
Brother, I work and live inside.
You also are. I mean, you have the opportunity to go out, but you don't.
That is also true.
Right
Outside's
now,
where you get face cancer.
that's probably the freaking problem. Have a healthy baby, potty trained kiddo. Like, oh,
Yeah.
hers are. Yeah, have a healthy baby. Yeah,
I mean,
it's not on my list. I agree.
yeah.
You're
June,
right. Has nothing to do with me. Oh, get a vasectomy.
What?
That's on my list this year. Vasectomy. I never want babies, so why do I have the ability?
I know. It was just a bit of a left turn from have a healthy child and go and see the thing. with the
That
stuff and
reminded me.
Cut
I
off my
want the
testicles.
opposite.
Right.
I went the exact opposite. Well, I mean, I don't want to have an unhealthy baby. I guess that would be the exact opposite. And that's what I'd worry about.
Yeah.
Considering my lifestyle in the past, probably be a baby with 5 eyes. It'd be the fish from The Simpsons. I don't want to have a baby with 5 eyes. LOL. Everyone is LOLing at my getting snipped.
One person was like, good idea.
So what was funny was I looked over to see where we were at, how long we've been recording, and that's when I realized that we don't,
Had not.
Yeah, but we're at
Nearly an
what
hour.
does that mean? Where do you see it?
Upper left-hand corner, bro.
The 145.
No, the 5148. 5149.
That's 5150. 50 accurately, appropriately. That is 5150. Yeah, so we're at about 51 minutes. We actually get to see the head snap. What is that?
Yeah, because I did a fucking whip around when you were like, get him a second. Fucking what?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you so shocked that I would want to get a vasectomy?
We were just talking about June's fucking list, which was like, have a healthy baby and blibbity blabbity, and it's all positive. And you were like, cut my dick off. And I was like, what?
I don't think you understand the concept of a vasectomy.
I don't.
It is not the same as a castration.
You want to become a castrato, and I don't shame you for it. I'm just saying it's a little surprising.
I am just saying,
Considering
no.
the amount you use that bloody thing,
I would also think that perhaps you should consider it as well.
I'm
because
not cutting my dick off.
I don't think we need any little duckets. And you're beyond the point of contributing anything useful to the world or to a child.
I'm beyond the point at this point contributing semen to anyone, let alone functional semen.
Yeah,
I haven't had sex in like 2.5 years. It's not a thing.
You know that they say if you don't use it, you lose it. So maybe I don't think that's actually true though.
Oh,
Bone scraping. Oh, right. Remember the bone scraping not vasectomies, the bone scraping
yes, castration.
castrations.
Yeah.
Castratos. Oof. They don't do that. No bones are involved in the vasectomy. They just do one little snip.
I know.
And
You're
then
saying
you
they
wait
don't
a
cut the dick
couple
off. I got it. No
days.
bones are involved.
And then apparently you don't have to worry about it anymore. And then it is somewhat reversible.
Yeah.
Uh,
Depending on how committed your body was to its original, what is it called? Phenotype. Yeah.
yeah. My body is committed to not having babies. So I don't think I'll have to worry about
I mean,
that.
considering the amount of times not considering the amount of times, considering the amount of my life I've used the pull-out method as my sole source of birth control and never fathered any children, I'm probably just sterile anyway.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
Thanks.
For the sake of the
Humanity
world.
at large.
Monkey wrench vasectomy.
I'm just going to take up juggling monkey wrenches and across, like sitting crisscross applesauce. And I'm sure eventually gravity will take care of the rest.
Yeah. It says Shane's getting one in a back alley. Here's the thing. I would totally do that because the only barrier that I'm running into, the only obstacle is that they actually make it difficult for you to get a vasectomy. There is famously a psychological profile that you have to complete to make
What?
sure that you're not crazy, which I'll give
I went
credit.
to Planned Parenthood like 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago and was like in the process of looking into it and was like this close to getting one.
Yeah, I know. Before
There is no
COVID,
psychological profile.
there 100% is. You absolutely, in fact, one of my good friends, I will give him credit, has a great comedy bit about this.
Okay.
Because they do a consultation and you have to set up an evaluation to get your vasectomy. And one part of that is a mental evaluation to make sure that you're like not off your rocker and making a decision in
in the midst of mania or whatever.
sound peace of mind. But that's so crazy because as my friend points out in his comedy bit, basically they're saying if you're crazy, you have to have kids. Like, no, you're way too crazy for us to not let you have children. What does that mean? If you're crazy, if you fail your test, they should be like, right this way, sir. We don't need more of you.
You've gone through 5 of these questions. You are out of your mind. Next room.
Yeah. Snip that guy. Why will you not snip the crazy person? I don't get it. And he doesn't get it. He's got a better joke, but
Right.
I don't remember what the punchline was. Do you have to make sure to get the approval of your spouse? No, this is not. We don't live in slave times. You can still go and do things to your own body, regardless of what your spouse wants you to do.
I mean, in certain states now these days, women are a little more on the maiden's journey, but
yeah, but there's still not a thing. I mean, that's where it's scary is like, I want to get an abortion, but I have to get the man's permission or something. We're not quite there yet. So I can still get a vasectomy.
give it time.
Yeah, they used to do it with crazy people. And I sort of, I'm not a big fan of forced sterilization necessarily, but I'm certainly not a fan of forcing people who are crazy to not be sterilized if they would like it. If they are asking for it, then I think we should give it.
What was he wearing?
We should give it to them. A lot of doctors will not give a tubal ligation without permission of whom? No. That is June. There's no way that in this day and age, I don't know what you're talking about, but like, there's no way that they would have to ask your husband's permission. This is not 1852. No, I don't believe it.
Pixar didn't happen.
I want to see your tubal ligation. Rowan says that's completely true. I would like to see this, you guys. This sounds very much like fear mongering because I can't imagine that there's anywhere in the country where that would be held. That would have gone to the Supreme Court at this point
and been ratified.
Now it maybe it would now, but not with the Supreme Court we had before. Doctor said she would in case she wanted to have more kids and she got pregnant a month later. I don't understand that. It's not supposed to be like that, but that's how it goes. No, you guys, I'm just going to say I don't believe any of you until you prove me wrong, because we don't live in a crazy dystopia yet. We might be there in 4 years.
I mean, we're working on it. Give us time. Let us cook.
Yeah, that is not true yet. Like there are places where as a child, for instance, as under 18, you have to get your parents' permission and they will not let you do it without your parents' permission. But if you are an adult and there is a medical procedure that you have access to, they cannot force you to get someone else's permission, as I understand it.
I don't know shit, so I'm going to just stay quiet.
No, you guys, like the problem is there are federal laws that govern this stuff. You can't make a law that conflicts with federal law if it has to do with bodily autonomy. But okay. Google says you do not need the spouse's permission. Thank you, Lom.
And as we know, Google never lies.
Yeah, but it just doesn't make sense. Do you know how much of an outcry there'd be? And this definitely would have made it to the Supreme Court if you're like telling me that I can't do something with my body unless my spouse says so. That's pretty wild. I'm going through a lot of articles. Technically, they aren't supposed to do that, but they don't care. No, guys. Okay. This is propaganda.
Joker, are you a bot? You'd tell us if you were a bot, wouldn't you? Are you a Russian bot?
If we ask, you have to tell us.
Another myth from our childhood.
Yep. I wish, Bone Joker says, I wish I was a bot. Touche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. I feel like being an AI would be the ideal. Jesus, you have great job
An AI
prospects.
Jesus?
You have such good job prospects if you are an AI right now.
That's true. Think of all the nude hentai you could create.
Think of all the jobs you're going to be taking soon.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a great future is so bright. AI's got to wear shades. Law and reality doesn't always match up. You guys, come on. You're not okay.
Are you arguing with chat right now? I believe you once told me
The chat
arguing.
is objectively wrong. That's not
Neither
the
one of
case.
you are providing proof for either one of these suppositions.
I'm saying like that would be. Do you know how big of a deal that would be on Threads right now? I'm on Threads. I'm on Blue Sky. If there was someone in some state whose husband said you can't get
Mhm.
a tubal ligation, and the doctor upheld that, and that would. Do you know how big of a deal that would be? Do you understand that that would bring like?
I understand very little, especially at this point in time.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know nothing.
It literally happened to my mom, guys. See, that's the thing. It's always like it happened to my best friend. Wrote someone who uses a pseudonym wrote on Twitter. Okay, her tweet sparked outrage. Yes, someone with a pseudonym wrote something on Twitter and it sparked outrage. Shocker, and 100% true. Like no one with a pseudonym on Twitter has ever said anything, balls. I'm just annoyed because you guys are all wrong. So there was an article by PubMed that says statutes in Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia require the written consent of the patient's spouse to voluntary sterilization. First off, here's a number of things. First off, there are tons of things on the books that cannot be enforced because they conflict with federal law, right? There's also things that say like your horse has to be fed before noon on a Wednesday because that was passed in 1842. It, again, cannot be enforced. So show me something that is in current law that is being enforced because you guys, we have to all be on the same page when it comes to just basic reality. Everybody wants, is everybody going to argue with me? They just want to believe us, guys. No, we don't. We're going to look. We're going to check. I'm sure this article by PubMed and the person who is who had a pseudonym on Twitter they're probably the source that we should go with.
I would like to go to sleep.
Duncan's losing it, and I just want to argue now.
No,
now I'm just annoyed.
Bad.
And now we can continue this in the Discord, you guys. You can show me all your evidence. I don't believe any of you, but I love you all. But I think you're all wrong. And Llama, damn it, you are my research minion. So I hope that
you've got enough sleep because you're going to be up too.
I hope that you're actually coming up with some backable evidence.
Okay. So love you. Thank you for showing up for this absolute shit show.
Chaos.
We cooked it for you and recorded none of it for you.
Yes. It will actually record the live stream. The live stream will still be in Patreon, but I'm not going to try to get the audio from this. And we're just going to put up for, I don't know, maybe like an encore episode this week for everybody else.
Sure.
And that's what's happening.
Okay. I love you. Night. And as per usual, and forever after,
knowledge is power.
Sleep is overrated, but not tonight.
That was perfect. The perfect timing because that was emblematic of what we just experienced. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you guys, even if you're all completely wrong.
Shut up
and
stop arguing with the goddamn chat. All right.